Welcome back to Trinidad and Tobago. Well, joining us on set, we have three very special guests. We have Reagan Rowans. He's the Vice Principal of ILAS, which is the Institute for Law and Academic Studies. We have Kereese Khan, who is a double awardee. In fact, she's been globally recognized for not only her academic performance, but the achievements. And also we have Dookie, who's a Student Council President attached to the institution. Now, ILAS students, past and present, test the value of their experience. It's evidence of their transformation that takes place from the enrollment to the graduation. But what makes this different to any other law school in Trinidad and Tobago? Good morning. How are you all?
Good morning.
Ray, let me start with you since you're the vice principal. What makes ILAS different to anyone else?
ILAS, one, has full-time lecturers. It's a significant aspect to our tuition system in that most of our lecturers do not also practice, so they are committed full-time. But above all else, I think it is our unprecedented student care and diverse student life we offer the school. So it's not just tuition, but a diverse array of activities that contribute to the holistic development of the student and engenders, of course, an attitudes of academic excellence.
Now, the law school itself, Kereese, you achieved phenomenal success, so congratulations on that. Did you always want to do law?
I always wanted to do law at a very young age. So I always knew that I wanted to do law.
And when you got the results, so let's talk a little bit about the two awards that you received.
In year one, I received the achievement for contract law. In my final year, I received the module topper for civil and criminal procedure, which London termed as getting one of the highest scores in the world.
What do you think made your paper so different to every other?
To be honest, I don't know.
What was it like receiving the news that, you know what, you have topped? I mean, we're talking about a local, you're doing, and it's from the University of London, so I know that's where the law exams are based out of, that you're here as an external student and topping globally.
To be honest, the first surprise, when I would obviously be surprised. However, you know, it didn't change like how I felt the day before or how I felt before that, because I don't think that this is the ultimate goal. This is just a journey, part of my journey to the ultimate goal.
Do you have lawyers in your family? Do you always
No,
want to be
I would be the first lawyer to enter my family.
And you're from San Grande, right?
Yes.
What was it like, you know, the commute and being the first person to even do law in your family?
Traveling to Shogunas, because the law school is situated in Shogunas.
Right.
At times, it was challenging, but where you know the best is, it wouldn't be a problem commuting to where the best is.
Did you have any challenges as a student?
I think studying at any level, there will be challenges. However, my challenges came from more of a personal, so there were financial challenges, and there were also the emotional challenges
When
having
you
to
talk
deal.
about financial and emotional challenges, what are these?
Well, in terms of financial, although we are gate funded, we still had to pay for registration for exams, so we still had to get the funds to pay for exams. And in terms of emotional challenges, you know, I lost my father, so having to deal with the death of my father in the way and the manner that it happened, it was difficult because there's always the perception that, okay, because you lost someone through that way, the first thing they would ask, or they would look at you in a particular type of way.
Do you mind if you share with the audience the way that you lost your father?
In 2013, my father was murdered, so he didn't even get the opportunity to see me begin law school.
Did you always tell him that you would become a lawyer? Did he know that was your dream?
Yeah, he knew I wanted to be a lawyer, so at least he had that satisfaction of knowing that.
You know, do you think your drive to be a lawyer was as a result of the fact that your father's murder occurred still unsolved?
Well, I would like to think that my inspiration and my motivation for studying law would be separate. In terms of, at a very young age, I already knew that I wanted to pursue a career in law. I thought that I wanted to be a voice for those who could not yet find their voice. And beginning the program, my motivation stemmed from the death of my father, because I felt that I didn't have to do it for myself, but I had to do it for both him and my mother.
Did you feel that the justice system failed your father and your family?
I think that there is work that has to be done within the justice system, but because I can't really say that the justice system failed my father as yet, because they are still trying to do what they can do.
You know, I know, Isa, you're the president of the student council,
Yes.
so you have, is Kereese's success unique to the school?
No, it's not. We have a lot of the students within the school who they perform extremely well, whether at a national level or at an international level. And I mean, the level of the students, there might be a notion among some that the students who attend a law program outside of the University of the West Indies are those who weren't able to access the University of the West Indies. But the case is that many of the students are students who their circumstances are such that, like Kereese, you might have to work. You don't have that option of attending a full-time program in the sense of attend classes every day. Like myself, I work, so I can't attend classes every day during the hours. But secondly, there's this notion that you have to be at a certain level to enter and if you don't reach that level, then you enter one of these schools. That's not the case. We find that some of the students who enter, they've already passed through UE, and it's because they can't access the UE law program, they choose this option.
In terms of the, because you are right, that is a perception that the students who don't make it to the first cut
Right.
end up going to the external programs. Also, moving to Hugh Wooding. I know
Right.
that is something that Hugh Wooding still has a very tight quota. Once you pass the UE system, you're
Right.
automatically assured
Exactly.
a place. But then if you do it